This is a win that was deserved by the Florida Panthers. And you miss this jersey? I miss this jersey. You know what? On this special occasion, why not wear it again? It brings the nostalgia in this YouTube channel. And the fact that Matthew TKACHUK continues to be on fire, playing his best hockey yet. He got himself freaking 11 points in the last 3 games. Insanity. It's Sergei Bobrovsky, which, welcome back, Sergei Bobrovsky, and congratulations. I heard you have a daughter, as far as I know. If not, then I'm totally a moron. But either way, I want to say congratulations and welcome back to the NHL. You're going to be a great dad. It's Sergei Bobrovsky going up against Mackenzie Blackwood. And it starts off with a Sharks face-off win, and it'll be offside. Face-off win by Florida. And then immediately 1-0 score by Matthew TKACHUK. He's assisted by Sam Bennett, who gets his 13th assist of the season. It is batted in by Matthew TKACHUK with his 9th goal of the season. Very quickly make it 1-0 Florida. So, with that being said, that's the only score in the first period. 23 seconds into the game, and it's 1-0. The rest of the game, the rest of the period, though, there was a bench minor, too many men on ice. Matthew TKACHUK served that penalty. Luke Kunin with the snapshot that was saved by Bobrovsky. There was a shorthanded chance, but then after that the penalty is killed off. Gustav Forsling with the snapshot, but that was saved by Blackwood. Sharks are doing what they could, but it keeps getting blocked. Florida Panthers continue the defense that they absolutely have. Sharks on a rebuild. They have a bright future. I'll say this with the San Jose Sharks. They have a bright future ahead of them. You know, they got the really good player, the first overall pick. I think it's Macklin Celebrini, which is a really, really good player. He's going to be a really good player. And I'm going to have that conversation like that with Connor Bedard. But Celebrini having himself a pretty good season so far. But I don't know if he had a point in this game. I'll find out. But yeah, Florida looking to make it 2-0, but Blackwood, and I'll tell you what, with Mackenzie Blackwood going up against the Florida Panthers team, he played really, really good. He had 3 hiccups in this game, but Blackwood was pretty good. But you know who else was better? Sergei Bobrovsky. Sergei Bobrovsky is saving Wenberg's shot. Alexander Wenberg's with the wrist shot. Timothy Liljegren, if I butchered, I apologize. Snapshot and a wrist shot, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. So Bobrovsky is stopping pucks. And that continued that way, and there are a bunch of hits in between those two teams. And that's how the first period ends. 1-0 Florida, 23 seconds in, and 1 penalty in the first period, which was a bench minor. The second period starts. There was a face-off win. Rodriguez with the wrist snapshot, but that was saved by Blackwood. There will be a penalty on San Jose for a tripping. Is Liljegren with a tripping goal against Barkov. Florida goes on the power play. Carver Hickey with the wrist shot on the power play. That was saved by Blackwood. Barkov with the snapshot, but that was saved by Blackwood. And that penalty is killed off. Soon after the penalty killed off, Nate Schmidt tries a snapshot into the back of the net, but that was saved by Blackwood. So after that penalty is over, San Jose is trying to get some shots in with Stern with the backhand that was saved by Bobrovsky. Carl Grunstrom with the wrist shot that was saved by Bobrovsky as well. Delandre with the snapshot that was saved by Bobrovsky as well. And then Sergei Bobrovsky gets hit, gets a little bit of some contact from the Sharks player, and Matthew TKACHUK took exception to it, and he started beating up Grunstrom. But what's crazy about this is he's wind up the only player that got a penalty out of that melee. So San Jose comes out with the power play. Celebrini, the rookie, actually Granlund with the snapshot that hit the post. Celebrini with the wrist shot, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. Wenberg with the backhand, but that was saved by Bobrovsky, and that was just a great save by Bobrovsky. The penalties killed off after that as Verhaeghe tries a wrist shot. That was saved by Blackwood. And Reinhart tries a backhand, but that was also saved by Blackwood. Cody Ceci then gives away the puck to Thomas Nosek. And then to finish that score, we score on this one. Nosek gets his third assist of the season. He passes to the red-hot Matthew Tkachuk, who backhands it into the back of the net. And this was a pretty bizarre goal. It bounced off Blackwood, and it took that friendly bounce for Florida's favor. It bounced off Blackwood right here on the shoulder, and then it flunks up, and it goes behind him, and then the momentum of that puck goes into the back of the net, and Matthew Tkachuk gets that credit on the backhand. That was a pretty bizarre goal, and a good one. So because that means Florida's up 2-0 at that point. Sam Sarkevich, welcome back. Tries to make it 3-0, but it hit the crossbar. It was so close. And then there'll be another penalty on San Jose. It's Klim Kostin with the holding against Aaron Ekblad. Florida goes back on a power play, and they score on this one pretty easily. He is assisted by Verhaeghe. That's his 15th assist. And Sam Reinhart's 19th assist of the season. I mean, of course, that duo is good. Is a power duo of the NHL. That's right. Barkov again with his 8th goal of the season. Oh, captain, my captain. Another power play goal from him, and it's 3-0 Florida. Awesome sauce. Reinhart with the face-off win. And then there'll be some shots. Forsling and Verhaeghe against Blackwood off the slap shot, but that was saved by Blackwood. Sam Bennett gets called for a hook against Jake Wallman. San Jose goes on a power play. Celebrini with the wrist shot that was saved by Bobrovsky. But Florida with some shorthanded chances. Aaron Ekblad with the snapshot, but that was saved by Blackwood. And Barkov tries to backhand this one, but that was also saved by Blackwood. Florida still on the shorthanded chance. Gustav Forsling with the slap shot, but that was saved by Blackwood. And then there's another power play shot on goal. Actually is just after the penalty was killed off. Liljegren with the slap shot, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. And power play is killed off. A really, really, really good penalty kill by the Panthers to hold off against the Sharks and actually use it to their advantage shorthanded. Now, speaking of power plays, we get one towards the end of the second period as Mikael Granlund with the high stick against Sam Bennett, and that's a clear and obvious one too. And that power play would wind up being carried over. There was a shorthanded chance by Wenberg, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. This power play carries over to the third period, and the third period leads 3-0 over the San Jose Sharks. So power play for Florida still goes on. There was a shorthanded chance. Jake Wallman with the lap shot that was saved by Bobrovsky. Carter Verhaeghe with the wraparound that was saved by Blackwood. And I believe around that time, or was it Ekblad slap shots on the rebound, but that was saved by Blackwood. And then another rebound off Blackwood to Matthew Tkachuk, but that was saved by Blackwood. And then the penalty is killed off. AJ Greer gets called for a hook against Liljegren. There we go. San Jose goes on a power play. Celebrini with the snapshot, but that was saved by Bobrovsky, and that penalty is killed off. And then we had some huge curricular activity. There was a hit from Sam Bennett to Dellandre, and the whole thing escalated, and it became a brawl. Mario Ferraro goes after Sam Bennett off the retaliation to Dellandre. Ferraro gets called for unsportsmanlike conduct against Sam Bennett. that penalty would be served by Fabian Zetterlund. But Sam Bennett and Mario Ferraro gets called for a fighting, 5 minutes fighting penalties for both those teams. So Florida would wind up with the power play. So yeah, a lot of penalties, and that was a fun fight. It really was a fun fight. So during that power play, the shot was blocked. Barkov with the backhand, but that was saved by Blackwood, and nothing else happened with that power play. That penalty is killed off. And this starts the mirage of Florida penalties that they keep committing. This one, Nico Mikula gets called for a hook against Klim Kostin. San Jose goes back on the power play. Ljunggren with the wrist shot that was saved by Bobrovsky. Grenland's with the wrist shot, but that was also saved by Bobrovsky. Tyler Toffoli with the tip-in opportunity, but that was saved by Bobrovsky, and that was a great save by Bobrovsky. That penalty is killed off, and then another penalty was committed by Florida. This is Darren Ekblad getting called for a trip against Tyler Toffoli. San Jose goes right back on a power play, and Florida goes right back on a penalty kill. They only gave up one shot on target, which was Fabian Zetterlund with the slap shot, but that was saved by Bobrovsky, and that penalty is also killed off. Another penalty after Florida power play, or after San Jose power play. San Jose does commit their own penalty. It's Fabian Zetterlund gets called for a high stick against Mikula. So Florida then goes back on the power play. So during that power play, there was a shorthanded chance by Luke Kunin with the snapshot, but that was saved by Bobrovsky, thankfully. Barkov with the wrist shot, but that was saved by Blackwood, and Barkov with the second chance. Oh man, that hit the post. That one hit the post. That could have been 4-0 right there. That would have been the game sealer. Sam Reinhart tries the wrist shot, but Blackwood saw it. Matthew TKACHUK with the wrist shot, but that was also saved by Blackwood. And Sam Reinhart tries again with the wrist shot, but that was also saved by Blackwood. Florida was very aggressive on this power play. More shots on target with Sam Sokevich with the wrist shot. And then 3 times in a row, Sam Bennett tries to get one in, but that was all saved by Mackenzie Blackwood. Blackwood really put the game into his back for San Jose, and that penalty is killed off. And I can give credit where credit's due for San Jose. That was a really good penalty kill. Balinskis then tries to slap shot in, but that was also saved by Blackwood, and Lundell hits the post. Oh, man, that could have been it right there, too. Lundell then tries again, but that was saved by Blackwood off the snapshot. Great. Then a few minutes later, another penalty on Florida. This is Lo Sharina getting called for a trip against Granlund. San Jose goes back on a power play, and then they pull off Mackenzie Blackwood because they feel like the game is still within reach, even though it's 2.5 minutes left, and me not being worried about it too much. So it became a 6-on-4 power play for San Jose. Celebrini with the snapshot, with the snapshot, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. Granlund a little bit after that with a wrist shot, but that was also saved by Bobrovsky. Alexander Wenberg with the wrist shot, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky is making some great saves. Until finally, I have bad news to share with you guys. We could not win in a shutout as San Jose finally gets a power play goal. He is assisted by Jake Woolman. That's his 16th assist of the season. And Mikhail Granlund with his 20th assist of the season. And that is a beautiful tip-in by Tyler Toffoli with his 11th goal of the season. They called timeout afterwards, keeping Mackenzie Blackwood off the ice to try to get the advantage. Florida were trying to get the empty netter, but they just couldn't. Granlund with the wrist shot that was saved by Bobrovsky, and Wenberg almost makes it 3-2 Florida, but he hit the post. Celebrini tries the wrist shot, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. And that's it. Florida clears the way as San Jose tries to put that one more chance in, but time ran out. There was a holding call against Sam Bennett, it seems like, but the game is over. The game is over. The final score of this game is 3-1 Panthers. Their point streak extends. And at this time, we have taken the lead in the Atlantic Division. Back on top in the Atlantic Division, and it's pretty nice. When we look at the team stats, oh my gosh. 52 shots on target for Florida, which means Mackenzie Blackwood has 49 saves. 49 to 52. That's insanity coming from the San Jose goaltender. That is a good goaltender. But for San Jose, 29 shots on target for them, 22 hits for them from the Sharks, 19 for the Panthers, 34 face-off wins for Florida, 33 for the Sharks. San Jose has 7 power play opportunities. They got one from Toffoli. Florida, meanwhile, with 5 power play opportunities, they got one with Matthew Tkachuk. Or wasn't? No, it was Barkov. It was Barkov. Excuse me. So that was great penalties, power plays from both sides. I'll say that right now. Meanwhile, Matthew Tkachuk, of course, playing his best hockey. Penalties: 9 penalties for Florida, 6 penalties for San Jose, 21 penalty minutes for Florida. Meanwhile, for San Jose with 15 penalty minutes, and that's for a lot of fighting, and the penalties that keep happening in the third period. 20 block shots for San Jose, 15 for Florida, 6 takeaways for San Jose, 5 takeaways for Florida, 29 giveaways for the Sharks, 26 for the Panthers, and stars of the game, Matthew Tkachuk, no surprise there, with 1 star with 2 goals. 2 stars goes to Sergei Bobrovsky with 28 saves, 28 out of 29. And then 3 stars goes to Mackenzie Blackwood with 49 to 52 save. That is a 942 save percentage. Meanwhile, Bobrovsky has 966 save percentage. And now, Florida, they go out west. They go on this long road trip. From this point forward. They start in Seattle, in the Cascadia region. They go to Seattle, then they go up north, a couple hours north to Vancouver. Then they go east to Alberta to play the Flames. Then we go up north of Alberta. Oh boy, you know who we're playing against after the Calgary Flames? Edmonton Oilers. We play the Edmonton Oilers, who is looking for some retribution. And then after that, we go to Minnesota, who the Panthers they just match up poorly against the Wild, and the Wild's playing their best hockey in years, bro. So Minnesota's going to be a toughest one of the trip, I think. This road trip is going to be tough either way. It's a 6-game road trip. Is it a 6-game? Let me double check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's a 5-game road trip. But either way, it's a 2-week trip. It feels like a 2-week trip because they start off, they go right away, and then our next home game is Friday the 20th against St. Louis Blues. So that's good to do for this one. And after that, they remain in Florida for the rest of the calendar year. Going into 2025, yeah. So they're in Florida for a long time. They go to Sunrise for a long time, and then occasional Tampa, and then, yeah, man. That's good to do it for this one. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, because Miami TVG gets it back, and when he does, he'll be right there with you for your entertainment you deserve. This is Miami TVG signing off, folks. Good night.